What's up? Day 2, the Rated R Ranch. It's already started off pretty exciting. I guess there must be a fire or something down the road. There's been about 3 fire trucks that went rolling down there. Anyway, today's gonna be a little more all gas and no brakes. I got here a little late today, and I probably got about a half hour to get everything unloaded and back to where I needed to be. But I brought my table from the old campsite, brought some lunch today so that I'm not starving. Shovels, rakes, chair, four-wheeler of course, and my trusty wheelbarrow. So I'm going to be doing a bunch of raking today. I'm going to try to clean up as much of this area back up by the campsite here, or as I like to call it, Broken Tree Ridge, Broken Tree Hill. I don't know, I haven't come up with a great name yet, but maybe you guys can leave some comments and help me out. But here we go, day 2. Alright, so the plan today is to get as much of this little area right here cleared out, because I think that's a possible spot for my little lean-to. It's got a couple different ways to get into it, and this is kind of the high ground. I might end up doing it over there, but I'll have to get all that stuff burned off that I piled up yesterday. So I think today when I wheelbarrow my stuff out, I'm gonna put it somewhere back there where I'm not gonna be going for a while. What I really like about this 60-volt Sawzall, as long as you go get her cleaned up real good at the end of the day, you can get down in the ground and cut around those roots and then pull them right out. So that's why I call it Broken Tree Ridge or Broken Tree Hill. I can't remember. I was about delusional last night editing my YouTube video. But so I've been here. I've been working for about an hour now. I know it doesn't seem like it. I usually speed my videos up, and I do stuff off camera, like what I was just doing here with my loppers. Is after I rake, it exposes all these little vines and little stubs sticking up out of the ground. So I'll try to come back through there and clip all those off, so the next time I come through and rake or whatever, it'll be a little bit easier. But I definitely got my hands full today. I'm gonna just keep kind of raking. I may end up cleaning up my little sitting area here. I brought some lunch, so I'm probably gonna have some lunch here in a few minutes. Then I'm going to keep taking the four-wheeler up and down the road there. And I noticed today it seemed like it did a lot of work yesterday, just beating the path down and getting it a little bit more smoothed out, getting rid of some of the high spots. So I'm gonna probably do that a couple times here, and then come back and try to rake up a little bit more of this, but and then probably have some lunch. So here we go. I doubt you'll be able to hear it. Like, it almost sounds like a rooster, maybe a goat, which it's not that big of a deal, except that on this side of the road, all the way to the highway, it's basically this thick brush right through here. There's no houses on this side of the road. There's only one down at between here and the end of the highway, but whatever that noise is, I've been hearing it for about 20 minutes now. It sounded like it got a little closer, so I came up to see if I could hear it better. But it just it almost sounds like a person yelling, which is why I think it's a goat, because if you ever been around goats, they kind of sound like people when they get to getting real loud. I don't know. Hopefully it's not Bigfoot. All right, probably about halfway through the day here. Been out here a couple hours working. Seems like every time I turn off the camera and think I'm going to take a break, I start moving stuff around, but kind of starting me a pile back here that at some point in time I can probably turn into some firewood. Been trying to clear this path a little bit over to my two burn piles over there, because that wheelbarrow gets stuck all the time. But I was gonna try to clear out this area today, and I just realized when I got started right here, and all these vines, I mean, even the smallest one just like yank you back, and a couple times I about fell backwards. But pretty much got this little area cleared out here. I know I've repeated myself a bunch, but I'm hoping to eventually get enough room to be able to kind of drive a trailer in here and loop back around, with the possibility of some sort of structure in here, or in here, and possibly over there if I get my burn stuff done. But anyway, right now I'm just gonna get this little area cleaned up. I'm gonna have some lunch, and then see how I feel. I keep finding little projects to do, so I may do a couple things other than raking, because that's kicking my ass, to be honest with you. Lunchtime. Alright, so I just finished up lunch, and I brought my rake and shovel back to the truck, because I'm probably just going to trim a few more limbs over here by the little sitting area, and maybe just kick back and relax a little bit. I've been here about 3.5 hours today. Got probably 2.5 hours of some good work done, but I'm not always going to bring my trailer and four-wheeler. I live about 45 minutes away, so most of my big days will probably be on the weekend, but during the week I'm going to come down here and basically just start here and working my way back, cleaning up some of these little small trees, and then that way I don't have to bring my four-wheeler and trailer. I can just bring my rake and I'm going to keep my wheelbarrow here. So my rake and wheelbarrow, my clippers and sawzall, and then just kind of slowly start working my way that way. And when I'm here on the week, during the week, work my way until I meet up. I think eventually I'm going to have to come in and get some stuff like this put down over there in that wet area. But the guy that I bought this from said give him a call and he would help me out. So he seems like a real cool guy. But just about done with day 2. Just finished up lunch, put some stuff away, go back and get a little more work done. Then I might just sit and relax for an hour. Who knows? It's Sunday, so got to get ready for the work week tomorrow. That's gonna be it for today. I got quite a bit of this little area right in here cleaned up from all the big stuff and the little shrubs, and got a couple more to work on, but my burn pile is getting pretty big, so I want to try to get it burned off before I start bringing any more stuff over here. I kind of broke it up into 3 sections, hoping it's going to go about as straight up as it can. But that's the other reason, probably come down a few times this week coming up after work. But I'll probably just bring my truck and my clippers and sawzall and rake. I'm going to keep the wheelbarrow here, and my table is going to stay here, and this little chair. So that's good stuff to have right there. But I'm probably going to run this stuff to the truck and then come back and maybe chill for about a half hour in the peace and quiet. I don't know how many of you watched my other videos, but my woods I was in there were right off a main highway, so all you could hear was traffic all day long. So there's been a few cars on this road, but not too many at all. So gonna enjoy a little nature for half hour, 45 minutes, and then get on down the road, go get ready for the work week. I don't know when I'll be back out here again, but it'll probably be at least one afternoon this week coming up. So appreciate you watching day 2. Day 2 is a wrap. Got probably about 4.5 hours of some good work in this Sunday afternoon, and I'll probably be back at some point this week, and probably just work here a little bit closer to the main road. Probably have to come down after I get off of work. I'm sure I've said that about 15 times now, but I'm excited. This is the end of day 2, and I'm ready to get started on day 3. Just not quite sure when it's going to be, but as soon as I can. I appreciate y'all watching.